the police have no, even though they have now sort of called this a no-body homicide, they do not have any evidence of that at all. Hypnotic Jason. Oh, you live in Brighton, Jason. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, there's no evidence of any crime, actually, to be honest. How they come to the decision that Jodie mum, yeah, this here is my daughter Georgina, last seen on the 7th of March 2018. She was 30. She left my home that morning to go into town, never to be seen again. That was over 7 years ago. There's been numerous unconfirmed sightings, ones that the police say that is not her when they've looked into it, on where people have said they thought they saw her in a shop and in various places all over the country. None of them have turned out to be Georgina. Thank you, Jodie. So we're really at a brick wall. There's no evidence of anything. There's no evidence that Georgina has come to some harm, yet there's no evidence that she's still here. So we've been living with this ambiguous loss for 7 years, trying to live with it daily, trying to keep Georgina's story out there, to keep creating awareness for Georgina's story, for her case. There's many pictures, many videos on our page. We have a Facebook page as well, and this TikTok one. There's lots of informative videos. Yeah, we've done this. The police have done CCTV and things like that. No, I don't have my own theory at all. I don't know. I've no idea what happened. There's lots of theories people come up with, but nothing that the police can say they can corroborate, or they've looked into and they can corroborate at all. None of them. The police don't really have any theories. They believe that Georgina has come to some harm, either intentionally or unintentionally, accidentally. They do not believe that Georgina was alive. So, no, CCTV, we all think that there's loads of CCTV around everywhere, but when it turns out there isn't, half of it doesn't work. And I only learned recently that some of the shops, they're not compelled to give to the police through GDPR, they said. It was, it's Worthing. It's not really secluded. It's not a big town, but it's not a little tiny village. Courts. So yeah, here we are, over 7 years later, and still no nearer to finding any answers than the day one. And I can't believe really that 7 years has passed and we just don't know anything. It's hard to accept that. Thank you, Jodie. So for 7 years I've been sending out posters to people. Oh, hi, Mary. Did you have a nice time? Lovely. Did you have nice weather? I can't remember. I think it was quite nice, wasn't it? Cotswolds. Yeah. I used to hate thinking about closure because that would be final, but as time goes on, you need to know what happened. I don't believe that Georgina's still out there. I do not believe that I don't believe that she's living a new life. Something that Georgina was a very good cook. She made this most amazing cupcakes. It was before all the cupcake craze come out. It was quite a long time ago, and she used to make these amazing cupcakes made with Maltesers and all this buttercream, and that's sort of one of my good memories of her. Georgina is quite a persistent person. If she wants something, she'll keep on and on and on and on. Always sort of gets on your nerves a little bit, and Georgina, since she was a little girl, when she went to bed, off she went to bed, and she would just, from the sitting room till she got to her bed, she would say, just keep going out a night, love you more than you love me, love you more than, and you'd have to keep repeating it until she got into bed and it would go on. So it became a bit of a family joke in the end, in Crawley. So yeah, we've done most places. If we've got people have put them up, we're really grateful for the help and support we've had over the years. We do appreciate it. It helps to keep Georgina's picture, her story out there. So, my God. Oh, that's nice, Mary. Oh, he lives there. Do you go there often then? Yeah, if anyone can help put up posters, email us at the email white_wings8@hotmail.com, and I will get a pack sent out to you. Kyle, they're not really interested. Hi. They're not interested. It's only if it's a birthday or an anniversary. And the last few, I had a few contact me this year. Hi, Nino. I had a few contact me this year just to ask if there's any updates. I did a few interviews for BBC Southeast. Hi, Ronza. No, I don't have any updates. Thank you, Mittens. But sort of the local newspaper did a small bit in there. But a lot of them, they just, after so many years, they're not interested. It's awful, really. They're not interested. We usually had to keep contacting them and emailing them and saying, look, it's the 6th anniversary, it's the 3rd anniversary, can you do something about it? Sometimes they would just say, well, are there any updates? And I would say, well, no. And then they'd just say, oh, well, we'll leave it for next year then. Well, yeah, I don't think we did one last week, did we? I think because it was school holidays and we were in and out and things like that. So, nice to see. Yeah. Oh, that's nice, Mary. That's lovely. Hi, Dizzy. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, we just first day back at school, and just with the school holidays, it always sort of messes my routine up, really, because try to get the boys out doing some things, and then they just want to play on games and that. And then I've been to my allotment a few times, and quite a few times, because it's sort of my sanctuary, my haven, really, my allotment there. So I try and go there quite a bit. We didn't go away anywhere this time. I took the boys to the active reality thing where they can play the games a few times. They like that. They love it, actually. And that's it. But having the school holiday just completely messes your routine up. So, but. The media, they just want this, what do you call it, the news that's really, really going to attract attention. I do get it a bit, but I don't, because it's my daughter, and I just want everything for her, and I want her in the news, and I want her to be spoken about. It's only natural. Most of us parents who have a missing child or a family member, that's what we want. We want their face kept out in the public eye, in the media. We want anything we can get. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Jack's part. Thank you for the gifts. They just stay in our account, and I use them to boost post or help with the posters and things like that. Do you, Nina? I love mine up there. I love it. So I've been there this morning. I went and come back because I've left something. I had to pick up something with my daughter, and then when I just got talking to another lady who's not long been there, and she gave me this sort of 4-tier stand that she didn't like, and said, "Do you want it?" And I said yes. So I thought I have to plant some things in there before I go home now. It's just, it's not that near to me, so yeah, it's nice to get away. Especially if it's nice weather as well. But even me, if it's raining, I'll go and I'll sit in the greenhouse or in the polytunnel. I've got a bench and I've got a table, and I've now got a camping stove as well where I make tea. And I did take the boys came a few times in the school holidays, and I took sausages and burgers for them, and they, I did their dinner there and things. Hi, sorry I can't see that. Hayes, welcome from Worthing. It is an escape, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. When I sometimes talk to people about it, or in my allotment and that, I think they think, oh, that's boring. I can remember being about 16 and my mum having one with her partner at the time, and I don't think I ever went there. I used to think, oh, that's awful, gardening and things, but things changed, don't they? Well, yeah, it is. I just like going there and seeing what's grown, and going in the greenhouse and seeing what's ready to go out. I usually go in and open the door and think, what casualties have we got today? There's always something that's like hanging over, and it's not made it. Lily, I don't know. I don't have hope, to be honest, really. I don't. Now we've got some 7 years and we've not found out anything. Sadly, I just think that we're never going to find out. I do. And I hate that thought, because I think, I'm going to go get to the end of my life and never know what happened to my daughter. And that really, really, I don't know, pains me to think that. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Siri. Cherry, I can't remember. You did tell me if it was it Cherry or Sherry or Siri. I can't remember now. I'm so sorry. I haven't seen you for a while, actually. So, no, they're not really. The boys don't really like chocolate that much, actually, which is quite good. And I just bought them one egg, and I didn't look at it, and it had popping candy in it. And when I gave it them, they were like, "Oh, it's got popping candy in it." I said, So there's one of them. One has eaten it, and the other one's sort of broken it all up, and it's in a dish in the fridge, and it's not been touched. So. Chosen the 20. Well, if you find if you find her, or if you find out, if you have information on what happened to her, and they lead into an arrest, I think it is. That's if a crime's been committed, obviously, and then that's when they'll pay out. I don't know how hard the process is or anything like that. Nino, it is. I hope we get answers too. Yeah, definitely. That's all we wish for. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. I think it's just something that over the time you build that strength. I think you acquire it over the years, over the things you do, over having to speak in public sometimes, do the interviews. It's not something that's natural for me. I'm not a natural speaker at all, and I get worried and I get anxious and that when I know that I've got to speak, and then I'm getting worried, thinking, oh, what am I going to say? What are they going to ask me? What shall I say? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I start stuttering? And what if I do this? And what if I, and I sound really awful, but Cat's here. Cat wants to get in on the live today, but I can only do what I can do, and it's just getting. And for me, the most important thing is keeping Georgina's story out there, her name out there, so she's not forgotten about. Her story's not forgotten, and she just doesn't become one of those cases that nobody ever knows about, sadly. No, I won't give up, Mary, no. Chosen, 20k guarantee. Well, do you know something then, or how are you going to find her then? If you find her, yeah, I'll personally get a loan and give it to you myself if you found her. But the 20k is through Crime Stoppers. The Crime Stoppers are a charity, actually. They were putting it out, but last time we had a meeting with the police, they said that they were going to take over the reward, because with Crime Stoppers they have to keep applying for it every 3 months. It's not once it's been awarded, it's permanent. The police have to, and they said they wanted rather be in control of it, so they were going to see if they could get it through the police charity. It could be put up. I need to ask about that, actually. Chill grow. Yep. Yeah. The stories do. Oh, sorry, Misty. Yeah. There's many pictures on here, on our profile, on our Facebook. Well, thank you, Nino. Polo. No, I don't have a gut feeling. I don't have a gut feeling as to what happened to her. I've no idea at all. It's not like, she was, I don't know. I probably feel that she's not around, that something's happened to her, because I know that Georgina would have been in contact with us by anyway. As I said, she's quite a persistent girl. If she wants something, she'll keep on and on. One of those people, quite persistent. I just do, and that's why I think something's happened to her, but how, I don't know. No, Hayes, In the very beginning, they arrested 2 guys. It was in the first sort of 4 or 5 weeks, I think. And it was because they, when they looked at her mobile phone data, there was this number and there was quite a lot of messages from her and one of them. When they went to speak to the guy, he said he didn't know her, so the police then decided to arrest him, because then he also said he lived by himself. When they found out, they sort of looked, went to speak to his neighbours and things like that. He lived with another friend. So they arrested them both on suspicion of murder. But they kept them, detained them for 48 hours, and they released them. They said that they don't believe they've got any connection at all, and the only reason that he lied, he said he didn't know Georgina, was he didn't really know her. She'd spoken to him in a shop, and they exchanged numbers because she was talking about accommodation, and that's how. And then that night they sent some messages, and just sort of chit-chatting, and that was it. Nobody else has ever no phone activity, no bank activity, no social media activity at all. Jess. Die on mute. Sorry if I've said that wrong. Yeah, that's one of my things. I just think it's unbelievable that nobody saw her, nobody saw anything, nobody spoke to her that day. That I find it hard to believe. Nobody's ever come forward and said, I saw her that day, I spoke to her that day, or I passed her in the street that day. How can that be? How? Last seen clothing, it's all you can chosen. It's all on the page. It was a grey jacket with fur around. I don't think it was this one. You can see there are many pictures, and there's lots of information. Nina, yeah, the police say, I mean, to us that is definitely Georgina, her sisters. The part of the police were sort of a bit divided with some of them thought they scouting Izzy. Yeah, I'm her mum. I'm her mum. I'm definitely related. Do you think there's anything in it with the 2 men? Oh, well, the police can't confirm that. They, the information what they've got when they've spoken to people, they cannot corroborate the information. There's no witnesses, there's no CCTV. Hayes, was one of them called Mike? What, you mean one of the ones that was arrested? No, I don't know. No idea. They wouldn't tell me. This was in the first month. They never told us they were going to do it, and then we had a meeting with them. They called a meeting. They all came over here, and then they just said, "Oh, we've been doing this and this, and we arrested 2 men on suspicion of murder," and we was like, "Oh." And that was sort of the week before, and we were like shocked, because for us we'd only sort of reported her missing because we just wanted some help to actually locate her, because we just thought, where is she? Why isn't she coming home? And we'd done everything we could, and we just sort of thought, now we need the police help to do the things that we can't do. So when I asked who they were, they just said they wasn't English, but it was wrong for them to disclose, because they didn't believe they had any connection to it. They were just Mark, what, as in not Mark Brown? No. The SIO for Georgina's case was the SIO on the Mark Brown case. Thank you. And he said that was one of the first things. He actually arrested and charged Mark Brown with unaliving Leah and Alex. And he said he liaised with the other SIO, because there was two SIOs on that case, because one was in, was it Hastings or Eastbourne, and the other was in Kent, I think, because they lived in different towns. And he liaised for quite a long time with them just to make sure, and there was no connection whatsoever with Georgina and that case at all. I know there's many people that contact me and think there is, but I don't believe. Scouting, is he? If you share our post or videos, if you want to put up posters in Cambridgeshire, that's fine. But if you just want to share our videos or share our posters. Oh, have a... It's been 7 years. 7 years. The building site. No. I used to, in the beginning, I sort of went through, like over time, every time something gets brought up or somebody mentions something, you think about it and you think about the possibilities, you do research on it, you look at it, you try and talk to people, you talk to the police about it. I thought maybe there was a possibility, but over the years I've spoken to people who worked on the building site. I've spoken to, we've done petitions. I've spoken to the council. I've spoken to the SIO and the team on the investigation, and I really don't think. I don't think so. I don't believe that she's on the building site now. I just wanted them to rule it out, really. That was all. I wanted them to do a dog search. I wanted to do a proper search to give us just a peace of mind, because just rule anything out. But they would only do things if there was any evidence that she was there. That was it. They won't do searches if they haven't had evidence that a person has actually been in that place. Is it still the same, Chilgrow? I don't know then. I'm not going to come off because I've got to come off soon. I had an appointment to go to the tip for this morning because I had loads of stuff from the allotment, and then loads of rubbish because we got a week where we won't have a collection because of the Easter, the 2 holidays. So we won't get one this week. So I loaded up my car this morning, and I got a booking because we have the book here. I don't know if not everywhere does, but we had to have a booking, and I got there and got in the queue, and then they said that they haven't got a fire marshal there, they haven't got a supervisor, they haven't got a driver, so they can't open, and can't try again this afternoon. So I'm gonna go soon, just after 4, to try again, because the boys can't get in my car if I need to go anywhere. I just got everywhere loaded up. Local forester. There's only one sort of river around here. It's not the type of river where somebody would be, you know. We spoke to the police about tidals. It's a tidal river as well, and we spoke to that about the sea as well. About them speaking to an expert in tides and things. I forgot what they're called now, and they said that. They told us at the time, probably if somebody had come, was in the sea or anywhere like that, within 7 days they would probably have been washed up somewhere. But no, we've done some searches ourselves in a few areas, but the police won't certainly do, and they won't just go out and check places like that. And for us, we've got the South Downs here, right, not far from us. There's quite a lot of woods and forest and, land like that. And for us to go and do things, where would you start? And when I spoke to the police about it, they said that, there's so many dog walkers around in places like this on the South Downs and the woods and things that somebody would be found. Did you need... it's just a normal day, isn't it, really? I'm not bothered about Easter eggs and things like that. I did make an Easter cake for somebody, this elderly lady that I sometimes help. So I made an Easter cake for just a little cake, sponge cake, and put buttercream in it, and bought these little fluffy chickens and put them on top with a ribbon around it, and went and took it to her and had tea with her and got the teapot out and stuff like that. That was about it, and went to the allotment a few days. But other than that, I'm not bothered about Easter eggs and stuff like that. I'm a bit of a chocolate snob. There's only certain kinds I like. And there's a brownie in the bag there, Alfie. There's a brownie in one of those bags. Lily, yeah, I've got 4 daughters. My oldest daughter's 42, I think. Then Georgina, who's 37. And I have twins who are 32. Chosen, 7 years. Nino, thank you, Maria, thank you. Yeah, the children, yeah, they're quite, yeah, they've been through quite a lot, really, and they're quite strong. Nina was born in 1982. Huh? You're 20 years younger than me. 82, Georgina was 87. And Sarah was 1983. My daughters are okay, really. We're very close and we see each other quite a lot. So I share my allotment with my youngest daughter, who's the twin, because she was the one who got me into the sort of gardening and allotment. So I see her there sometimes when she's not working. And my other daughter, her sister, I usually go to her on a Wednesday morning because that's her day off, and she's got a little boy and he doesn't go to nursery that day, so that's my morning where I go there and have nanny time with him. 1987. Yeah, same as Georgina. Yeah. And if anyone's got anything they want to ask or anything they want to say, I will be going soon today. I'm not going to stay on too long because, as I said, I need to try and offload the contents of my car at the tip. Oh, thank you. Lisa, is that not you? Sorry, I'm just trying to read the comments. Witchy vibes. Thank you for the gifts, thank you. Hi Lisa from Worthing. Sorry, Niam Milan? Niam me alone. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong. I wasn't sure what you meant. Is that not you? Yeah, so if anyone can help put our posters, please email us at the who put the reward money up. No, that's through Crime Stoppers. That's through Crime Stoppers. And obviously Nino. Sorry Nino, what did you mean? Yeah, if anyone wants to put up posters, please email us at the email here, white_wings8@hotmail.com, and I'll get a pack of posters sent out to you. I've got some made up I did the other day. I need to do some more, laminate some more, and they've got the cable ties in and they're laminated, and I'll just send them to you. So when you just email and ask for a poster pack with and then put your address, and then I'll get some in the post to you. Do you want to share? Welsh Sue's. Share. You can share our videos, share our pictures. I'm going to go off now because I need to go somewhere. Also, Midlands it's got something to do, so we need to come off. But we'll be here again, yeah, soon. Yeah, you can share our. Can I have email again? Mrs. Farhad. No, there isn't any updates. Sadly, I'd like to say that I've got some news, especially good news, but there is nothing. Yeah. Email address is white_wings8@hotmail.com. And thank you, Suze. We really appreciate all of you for being here, for your support, for sharing Georgina's story. It does help to keep her story out there, to keep her face out there, which is the most important in the case. I'm going to go now, so thank you, Nino. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and thank you for the gifts and things. We do appreciate it. Thank you, Midlands, for giving up your time today as usual, and for all your help as always. I'll say goodbye now because I need to really need to get on. Have a good day. Have a lovely day, everybody. Thank you, Nino. Thank you. And I'll say goodbye now. Bye. Thank you, everybody.